#1 in Central California. This is ABC 30 Action News.
Well, there's been a backlash against Muslims since the 9/11 attacks, and it doesn't seem to have let up after 5 years.
The Council on American Islamic Relations says reports of discrimination against Muslims climbed to nearly 2,000 in 2005, up from just more than 1,000 2 years earlier. In a recent Gallup poll, 39% of Americans admitted to being prejudiced against Muslims. 22% said they wouldn't want a Muslim for a neighbor. Action News weekend anchor Itika Malanis continues our team coverage now with the Valley effort to get to the root of the problem. Itika?
This panel discussion has met every year since 9/11. This year's theme was, how can we live with courage and compassion in a time of fear and violence? The perspectives were very different, but most agreed that prayer alone isn't enough. True change, they say, comes with our actions.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله.
Healing the gaping wound that is 9/11. It's the essence of why these Jews, Muslims, Christians, and Buddhists from all around the valley came together. They did not agree on many things, except for one.
If you're willing to look beyond what the rhetoric is and get to know people from other faiths and learn from other faiths, you will find out that there's not much difference between people. We all want the same thing.
Peace. But Imam Sayyid al-Ghazvini doesn't believe everyone is sincere about it. He points to the rush to war after the September 11th attacks.
This is our concern, that we are not showing enough courage to stop the global violence.
That there are people from all walks of life and ages and backgrounds who have a sense of growing fear and anxiety and even a sense of hopelessness and despair about the world.
Zen Buddhist priest Grace Shireson says 9/11 was a wake-up call for those of us who believed that what was happening in other parts of the world didn't affect us here in the U.S.
We woke up to our delusions. We had delusions that somehow wealth and weaponry would protect us from hatred.
Obviously, it brought to the level of consciousness that there are differences that we need to overcome and make sure that we talk about our differences and find a way to agree with each other.
Every year since 9/11, this community of various religions has come together to talk, to listen, to understand one another, hoping never having to go through another September 11th.
And if not now, when?
Now, there were about 200 people at the Islamic Cultural Center tonight, and there were some very good questions. A couple, can peace ever be a reality? And where do we find hope for tomorrow?
Very
Good
strong
questions.
question.
Something to chew on.
All right.
Itika, thank you.